Our next guest is, well, he's a creator of thousands of ideas. When we talk about people, and Francia was talking there about people and the importance they play, the importance of consumer feedback for a business is never far away. It's always part of the conversation. We've got someone with us here today who has come all the way from India, in fact, to speak to us this morning. Absolute privilege to have him here. But not just to speak to us, also help us to understand that the true recipe for success of a business, of any business in this room, lies in knowing what the customer really, really wants. He is an award-winning brand guru. He is the creator of so many genius ideas. He's given rise and given birth to so many ideas during his illustrious career. He is the CEO of NFX Digital. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Shivjeet Kullar.
What's your name? Tom. Thank you, Tom. Okay, so I think a really good session here would be if I could speak to you and in some ways get your minds coming alight so that your mind starts sparking ideas, and as Amitabh said, and then we can make a whole lot of stuff happen for ourselves and our customers. First of all, I think you'll have to judge whether I'm the right guy to speak to you. There's a very thin line between an idiot and a person who knows what he's doing, as you know. So I'm going to show you 8 slides. After that, you can judge by the end of the presentation whether you should be listening to what I have to say. I'm going to say nothing, just play these 8 slides. So we will speak about customer happiness and have a good dialogue about it. And then we will deal with feedback at the speed of thought, which is something we have to offer you. Okay. Now please notice the word used to, because used to is like a medicine with a use by date, like it's finished. So this is an admission. So I used to be something. So you guys have heard of JWT? Have you heard of J. Walter Thompson? Okay, so that's the company. Okay, so 16 minutes from now, when I'm done, you guys can tell me whether what we're going to do makes sense, or I can go back to advertising. So at a certain point of time in India and all over the world, I think it was obvious what the internet was going to do to us. It was going to change everything we do in our lives, from taking cabs, to ordering food, to talking to people, to business networking, and obviously retail. I mean, it's changing retail in so many ways, and it is only the person who is not recognizing it, who is not tapping its power. So even though your shops might be on the ground, if you're not tapping into the power of the sky, you're missing a big, big part of what's going on. However, the internet is not enough. So the internet is just a medium which allows you to reach out. You have to combine the internet with your business and with an idea. When these three things combine, you have something powerful happening. Because there are too many people who are experts of the internet, telling you things like Facebook likes and this and SEO and SEM and we've heard all these words, but that's nonsense, because that's just hiding behind a lot of jargon. If an idea is not a powerful idea, then it's not going to catch on. How many people here saw the ice bucket challenge on Facebook? Anyone saw it? Great. So you saw the ice bucket challenge. So that's the power of the internet. When something catches and catches on. That's what we're going to explore today in a little bit of detail for a few seconds, few minutes, as to can we get those ideas moving for your brands? Can we do something for your brand that can catch on? Because on the internet, stuff that catches on moves at the speed of light. Therefore, what we are saying is that the internet represents the final layer, the final ingredient that can take the creative thinking and solutions to the next level. Anyone here has heard of Ray Kurzweil's theory of singularity? Okay, it's pretty cool. There's a futurologist called Ray Kurzweil. He's one of the best future thinkers of our time. He has predicted. So, there's this eternal argument whether computers will win or man will win, like who will rule the world. Everybody's heard of it. So, do you think computers will win or man will win in the end? Okay, whoever says man, raise your hands. Okay, thanks. Whoever says computers, raise your hands. So Ray Kurzweil is saying a very cool thing. He's saying these two are going to join. He's saying computers and men will become one. That's his power of singularity. So basically, he's saying that after a certain level, we will be as much computers as we are people. There will be nano chips embedded in us solving our disease as they go along. So that's singularity. So today what we're going to talk about, when we talk about customer happiness, is we're going to talk about the singularity of the internet, your brand, and creativity. How these three things can combine. I'll give you some examples, and how we can take the whole game to the next level. So, is there how much happiness is going around that there's 723 million searches for happiness? Either it means there's a lot of happiness, or it means there's no happiness. It has to be one of the other two. Okay, let's just do this. So let's do sort of happy and really happy. So let's everybody make a confession here. So how many people in this room feel they're sort of happy? Show of hands. Who of you are sort of happy? So your three things are sort of happy and very happy. And if you haven't raised your hand for both, then you're not happy. Okay, but we won't tell anyone. Okay, sort of happy. Very happy. That means there's a lot of happiness going around. I don't know why they're selling so many books on it. Okay. Now, this is happiness, customer happiness, or happiness in the traditional sense. This is a word cloud. If you look at it, the way we've looked at happiness so far is that we've got yes, joy, nurturing, humanity, care, smiling, satisfaction, contentment. This is a framework of happiness. This is the framework of happiness we have traditionally used in retail or with customers. This is the framework till today, and it's a good framework because it takes happiness as a pleasing factor to be achieved. I'm now going to throw at you a new framework of happiness and explain to you that's what we should be trying for when we work together. Now look at these words. You've still got happiness, but now you're taking happiness to a different level. Happiness is woohoo, it's like shocked, it's surprise, it's delight, it's amazed, it's unexpected. So you're no longer saying that, okay, I'm slowly going to make you happy. You're going to saying that I'm going to do so surprising that you're going to be amazingly happy. So how does this happen? How do you make a customer or make a client, how do you make them amazingly happy? Quickly, how do you do it? Does anybody know the concept of the word hack? Have you heard this word? Anyone? Yeah? What is hack? You want to come take over? Great, she's right. So a hack means if this is your path to happiness, like that, from there to there, you do a hack and it goes like that. So you've done something, you've done a hack which has completely changed the trajectory of your target. So we're just going to look at a couple of happiness hacks to you, which can show you that when you combine your brand, the internet, an idea, and the customer, you can actually take this concept of happiness or acquisition and just give it a spin that you could not have given it some time back. Now, this is good stuff. We've been doing this for a long time. Helpful stuff, loyalty programs, newsletters, suggestion boxes, nothing wrong with this. This is the way we've been doing it. This helps us get customers, but it's become a more competitive age. So what are some of the ideas or acquisition or hack ideas that we can look at? Some of these ideas are stuff that we are working on in our company. One or two of them are what I've read about, and some of them which we are in the process of doing with our clients. But each of them you will see how we are moving to suddenly give you a whole new customer experience. Has anybody heard of the video First Kiss? Okay. There was a brand of clothing, I think it was Enco Clothing. They decided that they didn't want to do a fashion show. They said, it's a done thing. Like if we do a fashion show, there's basically going to be a lot of expenditure, nothing much is going to happen. So they took 22 strangers, 11 men, 11 women, put them in Enco Clothing, made them face each other, and kiss each other for the first time in their lives. So you had woman, man, woman, everything. All the combinations were there. No animals, though. So you had all these people standing there. And it's a 3-minute film that got 42 million hits. It got 42 million hits for this brand. Years ago, when this Oshkosh Bigosh came to India, they came to us for a campaign. And I remember we did this campaign of kids who would refuse to wear clothes till Oshkosh Bigosh came. So we had these day after day after day, we had these kids in these cartons and these boxes and these cloths. So recently, when I heard they were coming again, I talked to the person I knew. I said, do this live. So create this live. Create kids live refusing to wear anything till Oshkosh Bigosh comes. And if you do it well, before the brand has come, you'll have 5 million hits. So that's one idea to disrupt, acquire, and have customers involved and ready for you before your brand comes, or to achieve disruption much more than your expenditure. That's one idea. In India, there's a brand called JK Group. So one of the most successful things to do on the internet is UGC. Everyone knows what UGC is? Okay. It's user-guided content. What is it? Yeah. user-generated content, which means you start something which then picks up a storm because other people join in. So you've just kicked it off, and then the whole thing is taking off, like the Ice Bucket Challenge, etc. So when the JK group, which is a big group in India, came to us, they wanted to do something around saving the forests. And they came to us and said, what is it that we can do that can go viral? So we looked at all the internet trends, and we looked at cell phones, and we found that there was one most popular thing in the world people were doing with cell phones, which was what? So we made self-tree. So we said, shoot yourself with a tree, and the best selfie that you take every week, we give you awards. We've just started this, and it's getting people uploading like crazy. So what JK would have ordinarily just done as a boring Facebook campaign is now become a big sort of tidal wave as different people are shooting themselves with trees. So that's an example of customer involvement, customer happiness. IPL, everyone here knows IPL? Indian Premier League cricket? Yeah, which team do you support? I support Delhi, it's always losing, man. So for IPL, they've come to us recently. So for IPL T20, we've asked people to do 20-second audios of commentary, and we're going to be giving them free tickets. Now, once again, the audios they're going to put up on a site so that people who hear these audios, they can give them likes. So the whole thing becomes one spool of customer content and customer engagement. And this is an idea we just got day before yesterday, before I came. So in retail, one of the biggest challenges are the small restaurants, which are not part of chains and don't have budget to advertise. So about 8-10 of them had been talking to us on various forums. And we've just given this idea called the catch of the day. So basically the catch of the day is that there are 10 or 12 restaurants, and every day they put up a dish that's only for that day. So if you're going out to eat somewhere, you will have on your phone, you will suddenly see that Burko's is today offering Chinese chicken prawn Manchurian. Horrible dish, I know, but you got something like that happening. So catch of the day is like an idea we gave them. Who waved at 3 means? I got 3 minutes, right? Someone waved at 3. Okay, go faster. Corporates, boring brand corporate sites, the first page, people visit, $1 million clients. We're making them interesting. We've given a VC an idea to do a page on the deals they missed. We've given a wealth manager an idea to do wealth is love, wealth is relationships, just talking about wealth, everything but money. And a financial advisory is doing a campaign on Chanakya to Midland, all the famous advisors in the world. All this is going on their sites. Finally, what did we create with the jump we took? We created something called attitude.com. 2 means 2 minutes, right? Okay, great. So this is what we've created. It's a site that makes customer feedback and surveys into a game. It's instant feedback. Science is meeting creativity. So what basically happens is that anything you want to ask customers is made into a film, whether it's your clothing or it's your advertising or it's your corporate campaign, etc. And customers, players win points, win prizes, they answer questions, and we give you data coming back based on what they're saying. So it's feedback you can get on anything based on any target audience that you have. As we keep getting feedback for you, we're giving you a data which just basically says if you're H&M, for example, you can keep tracking what results are coming in and what people are saying about your brand. We've done this for Philips, Paints, Nerolac. We're doing it for Blossom Culture, beauty products. We're doing it for correcting ads effectiveness, TVS and auto studies. And there's a product called Super Startups Award. So we're using this product to measure feedback for clients. One, I know, I'll finish, I got one slide left. Oh, does one mean I've come first? Does one mean I've come first? No, doesn't mean. So today we have 100 clients. Silicon India magazine has made us marketing side of the year, and we've been ranked as emerging side of the year by NASSCOM. So now you can tell me whether we made a mistake or not. And thanks for listening, and all my details are at shivjeet.com. Thank you.
Shivjeet, thank you very much indeed to you, sir, for your thoughts. And of course, if there are any questions for our honoured guests, then we will be happy to take them a little later on in proceedings. But consider those thoughts. And again, our thanks to our very special guest, Shivjeet. Thanks very much indeed for being with us here in India.